Okay, I wanted to talk about this for a while because I think it's about time that I expose these motherfuckers for good. It's 7 p.m. on on a Sunday, and what I'm about to say may sound a bit disturbing, maybe untrue, and the people and that are going to I'm going to be exposing today, they may retaliate by probably making up lies about me and my friends. So I'm just gonna get this out of the way quickly. Um, Any disclaimers? If you know any of the people that I'm going to mention, please do not find them personally and harass them or send hate, but instead publicly call them out because their egos are like extremely fragile that just being able to like have a different political opinion than them is going to be enough to make them extraordinarily angry. Like even more angry than any animal at its peak of anger. So there's this club in my school in a club in my school called Scuffle Club, and that club is mostly filled with deranged scumbags, like actual degenerates, like unlike anything I have ever seen in my life, and I cannot believe how insane these people are. So basically, Scuffle Club. Oh, and also by the way, disclaimers. I have some friends that still go there, and not everyone there is scumbags, but if any of my viewers that are still gonna go to Shorewood High School and go to Scuffle Club or let alone be take part of it, be aware of their hypocrisy, because that's what they are, a bunch of hypocrites. So it all starts last year, April last year. My friend Junior, by the way, I'm gonna have some different characters. There's me, my friend Junior, um, David, and I'm gonna nickname this next guy Candy Cane. If you know, you know. And Daniel Hickam, which is like supposed to be the head of the Scuff Club. Basically last year, um, what happened is that my friend Junior, who is a proud member of it, posted a video of like some of his highlights, and apparently he says the N-word in one of them. Now, to get this out of the way, Junior, me, Candy Cane, David, we all have a different server that we talk on, and it's it's gonna be more important later on. What happens is that Junior posted this video of his highlights and he says the N-word in it. He doesn't say it to offend anyone. And I mean, if you ask me, I probably wouldn't be offended by the N-word if if the context is like suitable enough. And apparently Daniel Hickam gets mad and just not only does he kick Junior from the Discord server of the Scuffle Club, but he also bans him from entering the club at Shorewood High School. And then at first he didn't realize what could he have possibly done. And oh God. But then once he realizes why, he he tried to talk it out to Daniel Hickam and it was like, I'm sorry. He said that he was sorry and he shouldn't have said that and he apologizes for his words. Which by the way, he is not a racist. Junior is not a racist in any way or form. He would never treat other people like this. I mean, if you ask me, it is just one word. And eventually, eventually, he does get allowed back into the server, but I mean, the server and the club, but it doesn't come easy because Daniel Hickam had to be persuaded by all of his club colleagues, that being Jahan, Rasiah, Caleb, Owen, and maybe I'll post pictures about those people and in like a YouTube post or something, and and maybe also share some like things I found on their server as well. But long story short, short, Junior's apology is accepted and he's allowed back into the club as a whole. And a few months pass. Um, so now it's October of 2025. Somewhere near the end of October, Daniel Hickam asks Junior if he could join our server, like our private server, the one where we're talking shit. And then Junior's like, okay, let me just send you an invite. And it was, if I had to guess, it was like late at night because, um, based off experience, because it was like a random Friday night. I go offline, but then the next day, I see that our what's it called? Our our server is like restricted because it apparently, and I quote, broke the TOS, which by the way did not happen. And basically we were unable to send videos, GIFs. We were we were only what's it called? We were only limited to like text messages. No links, no videos, no pictures, no nothing. And then I check the members of the server, and apparently Junior told me that Daniel Hickam was in the server, and like I recognize his Discord username. I'll probably leak it as well. Again, don't make it your personal mission to send hate or harass him. Just publicly call him out on his behaviors. And he's not in the list. But apparently, Junior goes into his personal DMs with Daniel Hickam because apparently they were friends, and he's like, "It's over." And then after that event, every single member of the Scuffle Club began blocking Junior. Why, you might ask? Because they've fallen into the lies that Daniel Hickam has installed over his colleagues. And the lies that he spreads about is about me and my friend group being number one, extremist, number two, fascist, number three, right wing. I mean, I don't know why number three is like a bad thing. Like, if you ask me, you should totally be allowed to have your own political opinion. But the other two, extremists and fascists, that is not who we are. Also, number four, he also apparently says that we are racist, which is obviously like not true. Like we don't discriminate based of unchangeable traits of someone. Matter of fact, we don't discriminate at all. I mean, the whole group is just made of different nationalities and races. For example, me and Junior are Latinos. There's Van and David that are Asian, and then there's Candy Cane who's like Irish, white, and Native American. And, the list goes on. Apparently, these people that began blocking Junior just turned out to be the same ones who tried to convince Daniel Hickam to allow Junior back into the Discord server after he posted the N-word of the N-word video. and like trying to say, oh, but like he's apologized. He knows that he did wrong. He acknowledges his mistake. And they all suddenly turned it back on him. And then my friends start planning, um, my friends start planning on like avenging him. And and to be honest, I didn't want to think about it until the moment was right. But then one of my friends, David, um, he infiltrates he infiltrates the Daniel Hiccup server, the Scuffle Glove server, which is, by the way, nicknamed Rhythmates and Rhythmates X Scuffle Glove server. I'll look it up right here. Let me find. Yeah, so it's this club. And by the way, this is who they are. This is their server, and that's the link if you want to know. Basically, that happens, and he finds that everyone in there is so everyone is like so insanely I don't know. I don't know how to describe these people. These are like actual deranged deranged brains in my opinion. And fast forward to fast forward to just recently, um there was gonna be like a someone was like opening up a bit debate with like uh I don't know, like a political debate. And then David tries to have like a genuine debate with these people. But the moment they find out that the members of Scuffle Club have a different opinion than David, they just straight up kick him out on false allegations that he's inciting hatred or that he's a right-wing extremist, which is absolutely not true. And he gets kicked off. And then what happens afterwards? Like he tells my friends to like, I don't know, raid the server, and they get like kicked instantly. Candy Cane and someone else who has graduated a long time ago, they try to like retaliate against his what I would call unjustified ban, and they get like kicked off instantly. Now, I initially, when I joined the server, I only wanted to like see if what David was saying about them was true, and I joined like 3 hours after he told my friends to like rate it, and then the things that they were saying makes them look they are just incredibly cringe. Like these people are like so cringe. And basically their political opinions, like most of Scuffle Club is like mostly Democrat, left wing. And then like David is like swinged a little bit more to the right. And apparently that's the reason he gets banned. And I took some screenshots, which I'm gonna share in a future YouTube post, and I'll be linking the videos. And And after like 30 minutes after I take screenshots, somehow I get booted off the server. Now, Candy Cane and old guy, I don't call him Unk. Sorry, Unk. Um, they were spotted instantly. Like they knew who they were. But me, I joined later. And they don't I don't know if like only one of them like recognized me and they were like, "Yep, he's a bad guy too." Cause we had like a pretty heated debate last year, me and one of the club members of Scuffle Club. But eventually we let go of it, and we were like cool. But I'm guessing he didn't really s- say that he was cool with it. And like the one thing that I hate so much about Daniel Hiccup, like he associates anyone that hangs out with Junior, an extremist, a fascist, a right winger, a racist, a I don't know, homophobic, anything, or someone that tries to incite hatred, which is absolutely not true. And I don't know. I don't know if they're cooked for life. And then they try to like target anyone whose opinion is not their own. And like I had it. Like I genuinely had it with these people because they kicked me as well. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Like what did I do to piss you off? Who are you comparing me with? Do they know who I am? And it just says how well they're like I don't know if hypocrites is like a word to describe them, or they are so annoying. Like I genuinely would pray for their downfall. And if anyone in the Scuffle Club finds out about this video, if you know Daniel Hickam personally, screw you. Like actually no, let me rephrase that. Fuck you. And that goes to you, Daniel Hickam, to all of your followers. I hope that karma hits you hard. Because you're done. I'm not letting you harass my friends for longer. I'm going to make sure that you are known for being a little bitch. And to anyone that isn't actually a scumbag at Scuffle Club, I would suggest that you leave now before it gets messy. And like anyone that actually still supports Daniel Hikum, you're on my enemy list. And that's not like the only incident that makes me hate them so much. One of his goons called Jahan, he's like a he's like going into 11th grade now. Where do I start with this guy? He tried to get Candy Cane fired from his job over some things that he said, just because he apparently didn't like what he said. Like, you're going to tell me Daniel Hickam and his clown gang tried to take down the safe place for me and my friends to talk about anything, and then go on and label us as racist, fascist, anything, anything you could think of, and then have one of your own goons try to get my friend fired from his job over some things that he said online, and, and then and then suddenly ban us from entering your own server, which by the way you had it basically public in some way, like ban us without explanation. Not to mention that Few hours before, you banned my friend simply because he had a different political opinion than yours, and you fragile egos could not hold a civilized debate. You were probably the kind of people that would say Charlie Kirk deserved it, simply because you had a different opinion than him. Just Scuffle Club members, I hope your downfall is sweet, and I will celebrate the day that your fragile egos are crushed. Because I will not stop ranting about how much of a scumbag everyone is in there. And if you're not, first of all, if you're not in Scuffle Club and you're still going to Shorewood High School, um, beware, do not interact with any of them. And if you already are in Scuffle Club, I already know some of my friends are in there. Uh, and if those friends are watching this, please, please leave as soon as possible, because they may, they may look welcoming to you, but one wrong move and you're done for. And this will not be the last time I will be exposing them. This is just my first time exposing them.